diagram.
Let me try and open up your big, dumb, fucking, stupid ass donkey dick fucking brain. If you open up a rocket capsule in Earth in outer space, okay, according to the way they describe it, who's breaking up? Oh no, I'm not even gonna talk until somebody breaks that shit up. Okay, now if you open up a rocket capsule and supposed outer space, okay, would air rush out of that thing? Would air rush out of there?
Hold on. So let me just get a rocket.
Answer the fucking question.
I will.
If you open up a capsule in outer space, a compressed
Stop
capsule,
yelling. Stop yelling and stop cursing people out.
Shut up.
You don't
Shut
understand.
up.
Right.
Stop
I sat there and waited 15 minutes to kill this point. Okay?
So here we have a rocket.
In outer space.
So here's
in outer space, in a pressurized capsule, with the air blast out if I open the door.
You don't have to yell. You don't have to yell, and you don't have to...
Shut up! You're not the fucking commentator!
Yeah, you don't have to yell.
This is not your channel! This is not your channel, dude!
There's the rocket.
Shut up, dude! This is not your channel! Who is this guy?
Calm down.
Who is this guy?
This is Brenda. Stop yelling.
Oh, Brenda.
No need for the
Who is this girl? Okay,
Stop
you're not the moderator, okay? I asked him a simple question, and now you got me all fired up.
No, you got yourself fired up. There is no moderator. Ranty
doesn't now stay out of it.
No, you stop yelling.
It's a simple question.
I'm going to tell you to
calm down. We all want to hear them, not
stop
you.
yelling.
I've already asked the question. Y'all can obfuscate it if you want. If a pressurized rocket's in alleged outer space, according to y'all, and you open the door with the air rush out.
We can hear you. We can hear you, Brian.
Then answer the question, dumbass.
No need to yell.
Okay, that's all you're going to get. Answer the question, dumbass.
Right. So here we have my rocket in space with exhaust coming out.
Answer the question.
So, I'm just
would the air rush out of it?
Yeah, hold on.
Would the air rush out of it?
You have to let people talk, Brian.
It's a fucking yes or no question, dude.
You have to let people talk, Brian.
Man, shut this dude up. Now I got Brenda and some other dumbass dude fucking butting in.
Brian. Stop yelling and let people talk.
Is this Brenda or the other guy?
This is me.
Who's even talking?
Stop yelling.
Me. What's your name? Me. What's your name? Me.
This is.
I'm talking about the other guy. I'm talking about the other guy. What's the other guy's name?
Nobody else is talking. Nobody else is talking.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Y'all are fucking all interrupting me.
My God, Brian.
Nobody else is talking.
Okay, I'll shut up. Answer the question. Yes or no.
Right. What air?
Yes or no.
About? What air?
I just said a pressurized rocket, a pressurized capsule. If you open the door in a pressurized capsule, would the air rush out in y'all's outer space?
Right, hold on. Okay.
It's a yes or no question, bud.
I'm trying to understand.
If you're scared to answer, just say you're scared. Would the air rush out? Yes or no?
I don't understand the question at the moment.
I know you don't fucking understand because you're a fucking idiot.
So here we go, moron.
I'm going to say it one more time. In a pressurized capsule, in your version of outer space, if I open the door, would the fucking air rush out? Somebody get this guy out of here.
Brian.
The only reason I'm yelling is because this guy keeps interrupting me. Whoever this dumbass dick is interrupting me.
Stop yelling, Brian.
So are you saying...
Do you understand? Do you understand now? Do you understand? Pressurized fucking rocket.
Brian, stop yelling. Stop yelling, Brian.
Shut up, dude. Shut up, guy.
So, Brian, I'm trying to understand the question.
Says Brenda, who spent 45 minutes screaming "fuck off" on a live stream.
Yeah, fuck off! Fuck off!
Stop yelling! Stop yelling! Stop yelling! Stop yelling!
But expects everybody.
No, this is what happens when you can't answer a simple question.
Okay,
I just explained it very clearly.
Okay.
I can speak slow and clear.
Stop yelling,
hold on, guys. Listen. Hold on. What's the
Hold on.
Okay, listen. What's the question? Just ask the question in a and then I want the Rumpus to answer.
Ranty, can we mute the background noise? Who is that? It's like so annoying. So annoying.
Some asshole.
Somebody's like. It sounds like
it's Brenda and some other dumbass dude.
No.
No, I'm muted. I mute myself before when I'm not talking.
Mute everybody.
So
you're the only reason I'm yelling, Brenda. If there ain't no other guy in here, you're the only reason I'm yelling.
You should mute. Okay.
Rumpus said he don't understand when I said a pressurized rocket capsule, an enclosed pressurized capsule in y'all's version of outer space. if I open the door with the air rush out? Are you scared to answer that?
No,
if I open the door of a pressurized capsule, would the air rush out of there? Yes or no?
You're not talking about.
So you're a fucking chicken shit. You're a chicken shit. No, shut up, nigga.
Don't yell.
If you can't keep calm,
What was that? Did you say the N-word?
No, I didn't say the fucking N-word. See, oh, no, that's original. That sure is original, ain't it? Oh, if we can't use one thing, we got to go to the other. You sure are original there, ain't you? God, you're just here shit.
You said the N-word, Brian.
So what?
What are you, the mole? Are you here? Answer the question. Are you scared to, Rumpus? Are you scared to answer the question? Do I got to say it again, or do you understand?
I don't.
Huh? You don't understand now, do you?
No, I don't understand your question. So
okay, I'm going to say it again, dumbass.
No, I'm going to ask a question to clarify so that I can understand.
No, if you have a pressurized capsule in outer space, according to your version of outer space, and you open the door, will the air rush out?
Brian, don't yell. There's no need to yell, Brian.
Leaky brain. So are you worried about this porthole, for instance? I'm
going to keep going. You're scared of the question. You're scared of the question. It's a simple question. It's a simple question, but you're scared of it, ain't you? Ain't you scared of it? Are you scared of it, man?
Leaky brain.
If you're in your version of outer space in a pressurized capsule,
nobody's afraid of the question, Brian. It's a simple question.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
Just answer it.
You're scared of it.
So, Leaky Brain, are you asking me if this is a porthole and this is the inside there is the astronaut's capsule filled with
Listen here, dumbass.
Oh my God.
Listen here, dumbass.
Leaky Brain.
Listen here. I'm asking one more time before I declare you retarded. You're going to go from dumbass to retarded. Right now, you're a dumbass. Okay, if there's a pressurized capsule, in outer space, your version of outer space, if I open the door, will the air rush out?
Okay, right.
Brian, let other people talk.
Listen.
Are we asking?
Yes, he is, Rumpus. He's asking that.
I'm not sure. Because why mention a rocket? And he said, right, so are we then just...
Give me somebody who can answer the simple question.
I'm trying to answer.
Rumpus, I thought you were competent.
I am very competent.
Okay, so yes, he's asking
that.
No,
you ain't.
Rumpus.
Answer the question.
I believe what Leaky Brain is asking is that if this, say, we've got a press caption there where the astronauts are, and then I open this porthole, will the gas
I've asked you 5 times.
Yes, that's the question.
Clearly,
is that the question?
That is the question, Rumpus.
Question.
That's the question, yes.
I'm repeating it for the 6th time. In your version of outer space, with a pressurized capsule, open the door, what would happen? Would the air rush out? It's a yes or no question. Okay? Everybody else has heard it.
Yes, Rumpus, you've got it correct. You've got it correct, Rumpus. You've got it correct.
Excellent.
Right, so what's the question? What's the answer?
We open up the porthole that I've drawn in there, and then all the gas will indeed rush out.
Okay, would a bullet rush out of it, dumbass?
I didn't hear
no
that.
need to
would a
fucking bullet rush out of it, dumbass?
Screaming at, there's no need for that, Brian.
Answer the question.
Bryan, stop yelling
Brenda,
at people.
stop saying that. It's just triggering him more. If you just shut up, he probably would stop yelling.
Be quiet. Just have him be quiet then. Have some moderation.
You would be quiet. You would probably stop yelling. You're triggering him and you're doing it on purpose.
Listen, everybody needs to be quiet now, right? Listen. So if there was a bullet in there, in that capsule as well, when you opened the door, the hatch, would the bullet rush out as well?
Well, the flow of air would probably blow the bullet out, yes.
Brian, you're muted, mate, so if you're trying to speak...
Everybody inside of the cabin of the rocket ship would be blown out into space by the rush of the air as it tried to escape.
Okay, next question.
And the rocket,
now,
the rocket would veer off in the opposite.
Hey, wait! You ain't let me talk. Quit yelling! Quit yelling! I was actually quit yelling.
Brian, I was talking.
Quit yelling. Brenda, quit yelling. Brenda, quit. Okay.
I wasn't yelling. Only you're yelling.
Brenda, okay. Now, could I hold back a bullet? Could I hold it back with my hands? Could I fight the force back? I mean, could you hold something back?
So you strapped
Rumpus, could you hold the air back?
Are you strapped in?
Yeah. Could you strap the air in, dumbass? Could you strap the
strapped in?
Can you strap in air, you fucking retard?
We're talking about you moron, you leaky brain.
I'm trying to open up your dumbass brain to the point. Anyway, that's all I got. That's all I got, y'all.
The capsule, leaky brain.
That's all I got. But every time Brenda goes to talk, I will interrupt. But that's all I got.
Okay, but is there a point? Is there a point to this? Sorry, but is there a point? Stop saying leaky brain. I'm just saying. Is there a point to this, bro?
Yeah, the point is when you open the rocket, the air will come blasting out instantly and violently. They're trying to use air. They're trying to use blasting air pressure as a means of propulsion when they can't get any pounds of thrust in a weightless environment. And they're trying to compare a bullet, which if you open a capsule of a bullet, you can hold that bullet back from rushing out. You cannot hold the air back, okay? It's common sense, okay? Brenda, quit yelling.
Brenda,
quit yelling.
Brenda made an excellent point. We'd like to hear, Brenda. You made an excellent point about what would happen as a result of this air shooting out the side here.
Yes,
all you could do is use a gun in comparison of a rocket. That's all you could do. Brenda, quit yelling. Brenda, quit yelling.
Go ahead.
Brenda, quit yelling. Brenda, quit yelling. Rumpus, go ahead. Rumpus, go ahead.
I was talking.
Brenda, quit yelling. Brenda, quit yelling. Rumpus, go ahead.
I was talking, and
Brenda, quit yelling. Rumpus, go ahead.
And the point,
Shut up! Quit yelling! Rumpus, go ahead.
I'm not yelling, Brian. I'm not yelling.
Brenda, quit yelling! Brenda, quit yelling!
I'm trying to
answer you.
Do you want the fucking answer or not?
I'm trying to answer you.
Should we kick him out?
Fucking child.
Should we kick him out like this?
You get an equal and opposite reaction in the direction opposite of the door.
Phew, that's better. My ears.
I think he's left us for one reason or another.
I think that was a really good point.
I ain't left, but I don't appreciate her sitting there trying to obfuscate my point the whole time. I ain't left. I just told you I'm waiting on an actual answer.
Can I make a point real quick?
I just say, Brian. Let me just finish this because I'm going to go in a second anyway because it's a bit too intense for me. But no, Brenda's point was really good. You'd have an equal and opposite reaction. And if only you could fill that chamber again and get the same thing to happen. Again and again and again.
Yeah, and all you would get to push off of is the air that you already expelled. You understand that, right?
Like mixing a fuel and an oxidizer and then igniting it. Then you can
demonstrate that. Demonstrate that, honey bun. Demonstrate that.
Brian, let me help you out here. Rumpus, you said that the rocket like pushes off of itself, right? With the fuel, like the fuel burns and the fuel burning coming out pushes the rocket off itself.
That's right. It's just like little bullets coming out. Yeah.
Okay. So let's say we had a guy in outer space in a spacesuit, right? Yeah. And we connected a little port from his asshole to the back of the spacesuit, and he started farting. Would he propel himself through space just like a rocket?
If the gas escaped from him and actually left him, then yes, it would.
Okay. Maybe we should work on that instead of wasting all this money.
Why?
Well, the trouble is you need to have a... It wouldn't...
Whew. Well, I'm glad that calmed down. Wow, that was a little intense there. I do apologise for the one word that I do believe was said. I think the N word was mentioned. I don't condone that word on this channel, but maybe it was said in the heat of the moment, and he did say that he didn't say it, so I can't be sure that he did say it. I think he did. But anyway, I'm not going to make a huge deal out of that. It is what it is. It happened in the spur of the moment. As for some super chats, Darwin's laughing his head off. And laughing his head off again. Again and again and again. Mason B says, shout out Ranty, Mind of God, Gleam, and Darwin. Excellent show. Cheers, guys, for the support. Right, I'm going to go back into this. Hopefully, everybody's calmed down. Let's see.
Yeah, but the suit would kill the person, and it would not
to get the same thrust.
It's fundamental. If you've got the ability to exhaust something, then all the air inside his spacesuit would also disappear, and then he would die shortly after. It also would be so weak, it would be of no use to him whatsoever. People are quite heavy. See, the point is about rockets, is that that's why 90% of a rocket is fuel. The mass of the rocket is mostly fuel, and that's why when it chucks it out the back, the little thing on the top goes really quickly. But it wouldn't work if there was only a little puff out the bottom, and the mass of the puff going out the bottom was much smaller than that.
It also wouldn't work if there was no resistance. If there's no resistance, there could be no thrust.
Well, I'm talking the concept. You said that if something can push off itself, right? Like, I don't want to get into the specifics of, because you like to get into things that have no bearing to the concept, so you can get away from the concept. So let's stick with the concept of pushing off of yourself. So without getting into the specifications of a spacesuit, if a rocket can push off of itself, then a human can fart and push off of himself, because it's the same principle.
Yeah, you could carry a fire extinguisher.
Yeah,
and propel yourself around the Earth. Sure.
Okay.
And it's not.
Wait, Brenda, sorry, that was Wally, Brenda. That was Wally.
So you could. Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, that was Wally. But that would work.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You live in a world. You live in a world where you can fart your way.
If you can eject mass from you, then you will move in the opposite.
Yeah. What would be the opposite reaction? Okay, it'd be the air pushing away from you in the atmosphere.
There's no air.
Now, if there's no resistance, exactly. That's why I said in the atmosphere.
It's quite.
There's no air. There's no air in space.
If you had some keys on you, for instance,
then there's no resistance.
If you're in your spacesuit and you had some keys in your spacesuit and you could throw the keys away, you would go in the opposite direction and move. You wouldn't go very quickly, but you would begin to move.
Your way around the globe ball.
No, we don't.
You're arguing with an individual.
We don't actually think you.
You just said that. You just said it's possible.
It's
theoretically.
Theoretically.
Yes, exactly. In my world, it's not theoretically possible.
Why?
Yeah, back to the question. If I open the door to that capsule, would it blow the spaceship forward or would it suck the air out? Which one?
Brenda explained it.
You didn't even let me get to my point.
So, Brenda, would you like
would it suck the air out or would it blow the spaceship forward? Which one? You can't have both, buddy.
Brenda gave you an answer 5 minutes ago, so give it again, please, Brenda.
Yeah, Brian, the air would rush out and cause an equal and opposite reaction at the other side of the ship. So the ship would move in the opposite direction that the air was moving out of. It's called Newton's second law.
Against what resistance?
There's no resistance.
Exactly. There's no resistance. Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
what are you talking about? That's a plus.
Okay, if I had a 1 foot board, in front of that nozzle and I blasted it off in space, it would blow that 1 foot board. It would blow it to oblivion, and the nozzle that blew it would barely move. Okay, now that's because it's a board. Okay, what would happen to a board if I put a 1 foot piece of plywood 3 inches away from the nozzle, and I fired the rocket in space? Would it not? Would it not blow that piece of plywood into oblivion? Would it not? And then barely move the nozzle? Okay. Now take away that piece of plywood. Okay. Now you're blowing air that's sucking away faster than you can even blow it because you have the infinite universe sucking that air out. Okay. So you're saying you could open the rocket door and the air would suck out of it, but also it would propel the rocket. Okay. You're going to try to compare it to bullets. The bullet wouldn't get sucked out. The bullet would sit there right in its chamber. But if it was a gun, the way they compared it, the air out of that chamber would come rushing out violently. The bullet would not. Okay, so quit using bullets. Okay, you're trying to give weight to air, and you're trying to give thrust to something with no resistance. Okay, you're trying to blast off nothing.
Brenda, let him finish.
Rumpus.
I'm done.
Rumpus, he thinks you have to push off of something. He does not fundamentally understand the principle involved.
Yeah, he doesn't understand conservation momentum. Yeah, we went through this about a week ago with him. He doesn't understand.
Yeah, and you guys don't understand Jesus. So what's the difference?